to me. Jokers to the right, here I am stuck in the middle with you. Yes,
What's up, Degenerate Nation? Welcome to Stuck with Collin. I'm stuck here. With me, as always, is Collin Wilson. He's stuck with me. I'm stuck with him. We're all stuck inside, so you're stuck with us. What's going on, Collin? Coming to us live from Arkansas?
Yeah. I drove over to Arkansas today. Not that far of a drive, only a 90-minute drive. Hanging with some family today. Really, the last 24 hours, I haven't been watching any TV. I've been working on the college football bracket, the greatest teams of all time. I couldn't stop writing about Texas and Vince Young going up against the 2018 Clemson defense. I mean, what a dream matchup that is. And there's going to be a deep dive returning production piece coming out from Action Network soon. So I'm working on that. So I've had my head buried and playing a little bit of video games that you had to get in and make fun of my created player on the NWA Naturals for MLB The Show last night. So that's what I've been up to.
Well, yeah. Well, speaking of, I just want to mention some sports, and I'm going to get to some video games. And there are some sports coming up as of right now still. Like tonight, like 4 a.m, as of right now, Aussie rules football is still going. We have a piece up on that. South Korea, the Korean basketball league is apparently going to start back up at the end of this month.
Yeah.
I might try to get back into that. Horse racing is still going. NBC Sports Network is going to broadcast out on the weekend. So we'll have pieces up on all of that. Aussie rules football really interests me because I used to work, when I was in finance, I worked with one of our offices in Melbourne, and they were huge AFL fans or footy fans, whatever they called it. And I think it's the 4th most attended sport in domestically in the world.
Right.
So it's, I mean, I don't think there's going to be fans here now, but I think they reduced the schedule from like 21 or 22 to 17 games. Basically, you can and I've watched it a couple times. I never really understood the rules, but you can run with the ball. You got to dribble it like once every 16 yards, or you can punch it forward, or you can kick it. And if you catch a kick up in the air, then you can kick towards the goalpost. And if it goes between the two goalposts, it's 6 points. If it goes like between the two small goalposts and the other goalpost, it's like 1 point. Or if it hits the post, it's 1 point. So I'm going to try to get into it.
It sounds really close to Gaelic football. I had a couple of Irish consultants that I've worked with that bet on Gaelic football. And it's the same thing. Like there's a dribble in there. You can kick it through the upright at any time. I mean, the passing is outrageous. It's got a little bit of rugby rules in it. But,
yeah, you got some big hitting.
Yeah, I'll look forward to this.
Okay. So I'll get into it. I'll talk about it on the show a little bit. I'm just scratching the surface now, so I won't go too much further into it now. I got to pick a team, I think, too, so more to come on that front. I'm going to look up what the hell the difference is between Gaelic football and Aussie football.
Yeah,
I don't know. But it does sound like they're very similar. But video games, before we get back to the fast food bracket, video games. So I'm like, what am I going to be doing? You know, tennis just got delayed to June 15th. There's only so much I can do with Aussie rules football and horse racing. And I'm going to be stuck inside. What am I going to be doing? So on a whim, I decided to buy a PlayStation 4 last night.
Oh, wow.
So I bought a PlayStation 4. I bought like NHL, Madden, and then I bought a bunch of games that look kind of cool that my girl, and I told my girl, and she was like, I also want Crash Bandicoot. I didn't know what that was, but I got her 1, 2, and 3 in this one disc. But I got like Spider-Man. She's a big Star Wars fan. So I got a bunch of games. But I couldn't find the show. Did that just come out? Because I want to get that.
Yeah, but you can order it. See, I've had a pre-version of it for about 5 days, and now the full version is out where you can get it on disc. If you have enough hard drive space, you can just buy it from the PlayStation Store and download it into your machine. It's a quicker boot time, quicker everything for updates. So that's an option
really?
If you want to go. Yeah, and then you and I can play together. We can home run derby. We can bet against each other. And
this is what I was going to say. So how do I?
I don't think it's a bad idea.
I have the Pro.
You have an account with PlayStation, and
I don't have it yet. This thing, I got it off Amazon. This thing's coming this weekend, so I don't have it yet.
So PlayStation might be the absolute worst platform to share your username. Like, there's no connection to Facebook, Twitter, or nothing, so you can't like put yourself out and say, this is my username for PlayStation, connect with me. You actually have to know somebody else's, like, not even email address, like their username. So like, just send me over your username when you create it, and then we'll be buddies on PS4 And I think, this could grow into a larger thing where we actually play each other for some money, for some side money. But yeah, get MLB The Show. I'm there in Madden. My 13-year-old kicks my ass in Madden. So,
I
this
haven't
could be
played video
interesting.
games, man, in so long, so it's gonna be interesting. And is there like if I play you in MLB though, is there a lag? I've never played anyone live on a video game,
Oh
or is
no,
it pretty good?
it's completely real time. Like I'm gonna sit there and try to throw my slurve on the outside part of the corner, and you're gonna be sitting there guessing, trying to pop something down the right field line. So
I
it'll be
can't wait
great.
for this. How far ahead are you on me? Like, have you been playing for years? So I got to
Well,
catch up a lot.
yeah, I've been playing MLB The Show since I remember the first version I bought was 14. I've bought it every year since 2014. So you're gonna have to learn how to field and throw. It's a little bit tricky. You need to set the difficulty higher than rookie ball. I would just immediately bypass. That's kind of like Madden. If you play it on that level, you'll think you're pretty good, but you'll get the hang of it. I would say the best thing to do for somebody getting those games is go into practice mode immediately. Go into batting practice, go into fielding practice, create a guy, build him up through the minor leagues, try to get to the show, but learn how to play everything. Customize your guy. You can see I got called out by Kyle Miller, who wrote some pieces for us last year on Action Network. He was pretty upset with me for having the standard delivery for a starting pitcher, so I switched it up to Brett Saberhagen. But you can customize everything from your shoes to your glove. It's great. I can't wait for us to play.
All right. Well, I'll have to catch up for a couple days, so I'm at least competitive. And what did I want to go to next? Is there any other games that I need to get?
From a PlayStation perspective, it just depends on if you're a shooter or not, because I play a lot of Fortnite and I play a lot of Call of Duty. Now, they have Call of Duty Modern Warfare that a lot of people play right now. It's the latest one, but I'm still stuck on Call of Duty World War II, which includes a Call of Duty Zombies edition. So you just kind of run around a German town and you can do it with 3 other people. And I would say like over 50% of my video game playing through the last 2 years has been Call of Duty Zombies. So if there's any of you out there that play Call of Duty World War II, and specifically if you play Zombies and you want to link up, just my DMs are open. I'm always looking for someone to play. Like if I'm done writing for the night around 11 or midnight, I generally pop on Call of Duty. So you're welcome to get into my DMs and hit me up.
All right. Yeah. So we'll start sharing our usernames and stuff. And if anyone wants to play, let us know what you play. We got to pass the time somehow. All right. Speaking of passing the time, let's do the second half of the fast food bracket. So let me pull that up here.
This is by far better than the No Sundays region. The No Sundays region with Chick-fil-A I thought was unfair. This is heavily more competitive in the bag fries and the Dave Thomas region.
All right, yeah. So we're on the right side. We'll do the final 4 tomorrow. We both have Chick-fil-A. You have and I have Wawa in the final 4, and you have Whataburger, right?
Yep, I took Whataburger.
All right. So in the bag fries region, you have 5 Guys, Roy Rogers, Portillo's, Zaxby's, Pizza Hut, Firehouse Subs, Bojangles, Noodles and Company, Jack in the Box. What is PDQ? I don't even know what that is. What is that?
It's terrible. I can't even believe it's on this list. I mean, Jack in the Box is no better. I've seen Jack in the Box tacos made. I think people need to realize.
PDQ though?
PDQ. I have not eaten PDQ. That's the airport code for Portland.
Is that say PDQ?
It's the airport code for PDQ restaurant. It's PDQ Fresh Food is their Twitter. They're predominantly based.
All right, whatever.
Jesus, they're closed in Tulsa. That's crazy. It's a chicken place.
Right. Popeyes, Schlotsky's, which is I've never been to Schlotsky's. It's a sandwich place that's like really expensive, apparently.
Yeah, I don't think it's
overpriced sandwiches. Long John Silver's. Who eats Long John Silver's? Now I'm a seafood snob.
This.
I'm a seafood snob. I thought it was a criminal organization front. Fast food, seafood, but apparently people eat it. They were tweeting back at me like you got to get extra crumbies, which is like what the fish goes on.
Yeah,
I've never had it. You've had it?
Yeah, but do you know how bad? No, I'm with you. This Long John Silver's thing is bullshit. But Long John Silver sucks. There aren't that many left. And by the way, they suck so bad that their parent company, which I think is Yum Foods, started putting them half and half with like A&Ws and KFCs. Like you can't find like a standalone Long John Silver's anymore. They've made it to where it's like half and half with another restaurant by their parent company. Long John Silver's is terrible. I don't know how they got this seed. More importantly, in the brackets I've seen, they've like advanced themselves to the Sweet 16. It is a terrible place to get food, fish. It doesn't matter.
I can't believe it. It's on air. Then you got Wingstop, In-N-Out, and Baja Fresh.
Yeah.
So, I mean, a lot of people go Five Guys. I've seen some Zaxby's as a sleeper. Popeyes.
Well, let me start off by saying, I put this out on Twitter and tell me if you agree. I don't know how frequently you've been to the Chicago area. Obviously, I've spent a ton of time in Chicago with my previous career. Portillo's would have beaten Five Guys in the 8-1 game, more like if Iowa was an 8 seed and they would have gone up against Gonzaga or gone up against San Diego State if San Diego State was somehow.
You want the beef. You're going with the beef.
I'm saying Portillo's would have whooped Five Guys. I mean, Portillo's has a huge array. It's a huge cooking line in front of you. There's so much variety of food that you can get. The crinkle fries, the everything about it is so perfect.
Yeah, I agree. I would have probably had them over Five Guys. Now, I have In-N-Out. I have the chalk here. I mean, I have the 2 seed going through. And the reason is, now some people say In-N-Out's overrated. Maybe. But I think it's good. And the only time I ever have it is like if I'm leaving Vegas or if my Squire, I think I'll tweet this video out again. Or the Squire. My Squire went and got a box when we were there for March Madness. It's like 100 In-N-Out burgers. So, like, I associate it with Vegas and, like, I'm hungover and getting a so there's a romanticism with In-N-Out with me. So maybe I'm a little biased. So I have In-N-Out going through. How about you?
Let me put this out there for In-N-Out. In-N-Out is not just a Vegas thing for me because I have a 12 and a 13-year-old, and every time we fly to California, we take a PCH1 trip. We take a Pacific Coast Highway trip from, say, San Francisco up to Oregon. So we know that, like, Medford, Oregon is, like, the last In-N-Out. You go any further north, you're not going to find an In-N-Out. In-N-Out is a really big deal to my sons who are growing up in the Midwest. We eat there late at night. We eat outside. We've had the California air brush in on us. The burgers are the best that I've had anywhere. The fries are debatable. I understand Five Guys fries are better. But In-N-Out as a burger, the fact they haven't changed their menu in 50 years, they haven't changed anything that they do. You can't customize shit. It's so perfect. It feels so California. And for me, I love Wingstop. That beats Long John Silver's easy. Too bad they ran into In-N-Out. I have In-N-Out going forward. This Schlotsky's, Popeyes, PDQ, Jack in the Box is a joke. I've seen Jack in the Box food made, by the way, people. I've been on the plant floor. Don't eat their tacos. Up at the top, what do you got coming out of the Pizza Hut down to the noodles company? Like, I had Portillo's beating Pizza Hut.
I had Portillo's against In-N-Out and In-N-Out winning in the Elite Eight.
Yeah, I got In-N-Out over Portillo's. I agree with you completely.
All right. We agree on that region. The Dave Thomas region, where Wendy's is the 1 seed, is the last one. You have Wiener Schnitzel, Sonic, Checkers and Rallies, Shake Shack, Swenson's, Steak and Shake, Wings Over, Raising Cane's, Del Taco, KFC, Blimpie, Skyline Chili, Qdoba, Taco Bell, and El Pollo Loco.
El Pollo Loco. El
Pollo Loco.
Which I tweeted out that is the strongest 15 seed. That is the strongest 15 seed in the history of 15 seeds. If you go to California, an El Pollo Loco, like finding one of those on the street. I was with another consultant that like lived in Arizona, and like he saw one while we were driving lunch, and he just U-turned it on the street. Like I didn't even know there was one here. Like he was in a magnet, like a freaking Death Star magnet, drew him into the El Pollo Loco. People that eat there are so fanatic and crazy about it, and it is great chicken. That is a strong 15 seed.
Well, I have I don't love anything in the Shake Shack in the top is who I have coming through. Excuse me.
Yeah.
Shake Shack's who I have coming through to the Elite Eight, but I went with Raising Cane's. They only do one thing, right? They make chicken and fries. They just make chicken and fries. They do it really well. I love their sauce. There's one in Lexington here. I get it. Again, hungover. So I'm going on personal experience.
Listen.
So I have Raising Cane's going through. I got a lot of shit for that Final Four pick on Twitter, but I'm sticking with it. Who you have coming out?
Oklahoma there's a lot of diabetes in Oklahoma where I live, and I'm telling you, Raising Cane's is on every corner, and I just don't get it because it goes back to the Portillo's thing. Your selection is not that great. Now, what do I love about them? The fact that I can go through a Raising Cane's drive-through and I can order as many gallons of tea as I want and go put sweet tea or unsweet iced tea, and that is a huge plus for me. So I like Raising Cane's. I like them better than Del Taco. I'm going to say KFC is. I'm not going to put it in there. I mean, how many different bowls can we make with potatoes and mac and cheese and corn and all this shit? Blimpie's a terrible sandwich, but for me, El Pollo Loco is going to go over the Raising Cane's. The gallon of tea alone got it that far. But let's have a talk real quick about Wendy's. Maybe I'm just personally biased, but in Tulsa, Oklahoma, on the north part of Tulsa, there was a story about how their Wendy's, there's rumors floating around Wendy's not being clean. They haven't passed any of their tests. They're going to get shut down. And then some kid took a video in Tulsa. It was on the news for a week. Living mice in the buns. And one of them was alive eating the bun while another mouse was dead next. I will never eat at a Wendy's.
I don't eat Wendy's, McDonald's, Burger King. I told you yesterday. So who do you have coming out of the top?
I'm going with Shake Shack over El Pollo Loco in the Elite Eight.
All right, I have Shake Shack getting the Elite Eight, but I have, as I said, Raising Cane's over that. So we'll talk about our Final Fours tomorrow. I do want to mention a betting game. It's actually going to be to benefit you guys who are listening. All you have to do is reply to any video of this show that I tweet out, that Collin tweets out, with a number between 1 and 50. That's it. I'm going to send my number to Collin. Collin's going to send me his number to me. If you pick the first person to get either one of our numbers, so if you pick Collin's number first, I will have to send you $50. And then obviously if it's the first one to get that number. Before we leave, show and tell. I don't know if you have any comment. Maybe you can just show your hack since you're in Arkansas. I'm just going to show this real quick. The Wire box set. Favorite show ever. I watch it. The only show I watch more than once. If you're running out of things to watch, it's a great time to binge The Wire again, or for the first time. Trust me, it's worth it. You got anything to show?
Yeah, I got my show and tell coming up. Come here, buddy. Come here. Here's my show and tell. This is Charlie. Charlie is a min pin, and I have not had a dog for like a decade because I travel so much for my job. So I, obviously can't have a dog when I'm flying Monday through Thursday. But working for the Action Network allows me to do all my work from home. And that way I've been able to have a little bit of dog in my life. And this is a min pin. This is Charlie. So they are immune to what is going on in the world right now. And I just wanted to show Charlie off because there's nothing beats a dog. I know you got Pete, but man, there's just nothing in this world that beats a dog. And I just wanted to give Charlie the love.
Perfect. Yeah, and I'm so happy that at least.
Oh, by the way, you can take your dogs. You can take your dogs for a walk. Dr. Fauci was on, what was it? Pardon my take, and told Big Cat, go take your dogs for walks. It's absolutely 100% healthy, and you should do it. So Charlie and I are gonna go for a walk after this. Yeah.
All right, sounds good. Thanks for joining me, Collin. We'll catch y'all tomorrow. Take it easy. Stay sane out there and safe. Cheers.
Cheers. Peace out.